Hey everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome to the show.
And this is our monthly modality message.
For
it's
you.
It's our unique Tarot Astrological card reading that focuses, instead of the elemental signs of the zodiac, the modality signs. Don't know what that's about? We'll clue you in as we go along.
Right. And
so we're celebrating
Pisces season.
Sun moves into Pisces.
Happy birthday, Pisces.
Hey guys.
Our granddaughter's birthday's coming up too, so
tomorrow.
Absolutely tomorrow. Do I have a gift for her? Oops.
I have money.
Well, I do have something, I think.
She's turning 19 on the 19th, and she probably appreciates money more at this point in her life. Who knows?
Well, this is true. I mean, every little bit helps for college students these days.
That's right.
So this is good for the entire Pisces season, this reading for the modalities of the zodiac, and we will cue you in, you know, what modality we're doing and what signs are in those modalities.
So the first modality is the cardinal signs.
Yes, the cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And, you know, why don't you shuffle first? We have a lot of positives. We do. We are initiators. We get things started. We're active. We're quick. We have drive, ambition, vim, and vigor. No slackers among us. Enthusiastic, a zest for life. We're clever, and we want to win.
However,
there is a dark side.
There are negative traits, which include too domineering and self-centered, forgetting about others as they focus on their own stuff, and they often don't finish what they start. But other than that, cardinal signs are just lovely.
Anyway.
So our reading is 4 cards, and it kind of goes into what the focus of the month is and how things happen with other people, how we discover to best use our superpower, stuff like that. So let's begin, and I'm going to shuffle after her.
No, you shuffled before me. I gave it to you to shuffle first.
Well, that was before we were actually recording.
No, when I was reading the positives, you shuffled.
Okay.
Okay. I know you did.
Card 1. What is the primary focus for the Cardinals?
Oh, something's in my eye. Excuse me. Go ahead.
5 of Wands. Uh-oh.
Oh, we want to get something started, and it looks like an argument. Well,
the 5 of Wands isn't always about an argument, but it does talk about our interactions with others, and maybe it brings those things to maybe a little bit more of a strident approach, that maybe we feel we're a little bit more competitive, or we're trying to vie for position within peer groups, things like that.
So the primary focus seems to fall into even the next category, our interactions with others. We're going to be engaging with others in this month ahead, and some of it might be a little bit heady. There might be some differences of opinion that have to be worked out. You know, it doesn't always have to escalate into an argument, particularly if it's involved in teamwork, say at the office, or even on family goals and projects.
All right.
Right. So, the role your interactions with others will play in the month ahead. So, let's see. Oh, it's judgment. Judgment is reversed. Well, you know, maybe there will be a little bit of conflict. Maybe there will be some people who just are rebelling against following, you know, the plan. So whether it's your plan or even you're the one who's rebelling against somebody else's authority, you know, that might be what's going on here.
In any number of venues, maybe it's co-workers, maybe it's your neighborhood groups, things like that, somebody is likely to say, that's not fair. It might even be you saying, that's not fair, as you realize that how you're dealing with others presents a series of possible give and takes where not everybody may feel satisfied or may feel that, you know, something wasn't fair.
Now be aware that, that also this card could indicate some hyper criticism, and so you have to look at this, if it's coming from somebody else towards you, you have to, try to get to the bottom of why they're being so hypercritical. And also avoid in these discussions that you are having and engaging in being too hypercritical of others. Try to listen objectively to what their concerns are.
Now, a last possible concern here or idea is that maybe within these interactions, somebody may feel they're having epiphanies or they're not getting the epiphanies they need to truly make changes or to move along with those changes. So be gentle if it's yourself or with others.
All right.
Card 3.
The opportunities or challenges the cardinal signs may face and how best they can achieve or tackle them. It's the Prince is the page, right? Page of
Yes, Knight.
Oh, Knight of Wands.
Because there's the Princess. So
you're right.
This is the Knight of Wands, and it's upright.
Well, it could be a challenge. An opportunity. There's an opportunity to really propel yourself forward, to move things forward, to get something, not just off the ground, a plan, putting it in action now and moving it forward. That could also be the challenge. If there is some disagreements here, that could be the challenge, is how to work things out in order to make those moves forward.
I like that idea. Mm-hmm. The Knight does bring this idea of a challenge moving towards maybe engagements that really kind of coalesce people, that kind of show people where the factors around coalitions or whatever those are actually can propel themselves, as we're saying, to do something more noble, something more good.
And finally, how can you use your modality superpower in this Pisces season to your advantage? Well, it's strength upright. Okay, strength I like upright. That. I think here, if you really want to get things started, fire signs, which, it looks like we're struggling to do here because of, engaging with others. If you really want to get things started, you need to take a more subtle approach. You need to not push people, okay? Because remember, your negative aspects are that you can be too domineering. And so you need to really focus on, you really need to understand that the best way to move this forward is to be enthusiastic, to be inclusive, and to, do things subtly to move things in the direction you want them to go.
I think your superpower will do fine, especially, applying itself, as Banshee's mentioned, mostly because some of the other cards sort of indicate the willingness to either, come across with others or to actually, work with others, in, charismatic, brave, noble ways towards a goal. So I think that is the opportunity for your superpower, realizing that you can use soft power instead of hard power to affect your ends.
So what is that old-timey saying that you like? You can attract more with...
Oh, you can attract more bees with honey than with vinegar, or something like that.
There you
Maybe
go.
It's flies. I don't remember. I don't like bugs, though. So, shall we
Well, we can recap it real quick. This is pretty cut and dry for you, cardinal signs. It looks as though you will be engaging in some heady collaboration. You're trying to get people to work together, and everybody may have their own way of wanting things done, or, they may have different feelings about the project or goal. And so it's, it's a matter of trying to work through issues rather than fight about them.
This is a busy month where there's going to be a lot of interactions, and maybe it's no surprise, we're moving into a spring season, so life is returning, and with that, activities and opportunities and challenges.
Try not to be too hypercritical of others. And if others are being critical of you, then, you know, try to get to the bottom of it. Try to get to the bottom of it.
Realize that maybe you or others are having really interesting epiphanies or changes on what you feel, and that this may direct, you know, for future movement.
And, you know, you want the opportunity or challenge this month is, depending on how things go, you know, you will be able to move this forward. Or, you know, you might have problems there if you can't seem to come to terms with others. But it looks more likely than not you will.
Right. This is about, you know, your projection of your power, and it involves all the things that wand suits might have, but I think there's an emphasis on keeping your cool, keeping your bravery and your nobility.
There's definitely more an opportunity to move things forward than to backpedal. And ultimately, you know, if you just take a more subtle approach and, you know, just definitely show your enthusiasm for the contributions of others, you know, and be subtle about, you know, steering things in the right direction, you should be able to move things forward.
Channel your natural superpower into a more soft application of that, and you probably will do better.
Good luck with that, Cardinal signs.
All right, Cardinal. So now we will move on
to those darn fixed signs.
I'll fix your wagon.
And they are Taurus, see? Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius.
Mm-hmm.
They, you know, rumor has it that they have some positive aspects.
Well, that's why you married me, dear.
They are steady. They are stable. They are determined, resolute, self-reliant. And they know how to forge ahead. They calmly work on their objectives, remembering those who have helped them. Persistence, concentration, powerful yet purposeful. No wasted motions.
Alrighty, and I'm going to get to those negatives then.
What is
Who better than me to talk about my own negatives?
There we go.
Well, we fixed signs are fixed in our ways, and that makes us stubborn. We will have my way or highway kind of thinking, and we may get stuck in our ways, believing we are always right. How dare you say we're not?
No comment here. Anyway.
All right,
so there are times to keep the lips sealed. Okay.
First card.
Oh, sorry.
What is our general or primary focus for this month? Fixed signs.
Oh.
And it is the Seven of Wands, and it's upright.
Wow, it's kind of interesting to me that the first two signs have kind of a, you know, the first two modalities have kind of a contentiousness about them, right?
It's ambition.
Could be, okay. You know, everybody trying to engage and get their points across. This looks like the fixed signs are going to be standing up for something, standing their ground, trying to, you know, I can't think of the words.
Well, this connotes the idea of being in a defensive posture, and so it may be possible that fixed signs start this season off sort of being defending things, and it's not because of their own, you know, feelings of being attacked, but of actual possible challenges they are facing. And you may feel, fixed signs, that you are really the only one addressing these. That may or may not be true, but what really is important here is to show you kind of have that lead position. You have an advantage, and so you should consider that and be comfortable with it.
Are you being challenged in some way? Are you, you know, is your work being challenged, for example, on the job, or even the fact that you have to justify, you know, like in the federal government right now in the U.S., people are being let go. And you have to justify your value, you know, in your job. There's something here going on where you have to stand tall and stand up for yourself and your rights. And often that's because nobody's going to do it for you. Sometimes you have to do it yourself. All right.
So fixed signs, what role will your interactions play with others?
Well, it's harmonious, which is really interesting. To me, what it's saying is, this is a Three of Cups upright. What it's saying is you have allies out there. You know, you have allies and people willing to fight with you. So I don't know. Maybe some of you are getting involved in some of the protests going on in the U.S. or in the world right now. You know, this is really positive. It's saying people banding together with a like intention.
Well, here in the States, after a long winter or a cold winter and maybe a mixed feeling about, you know, the post-election season, we're looking at this maybe fixed signs, and we're realizing that life is starting to return, or that we can help it along by maybe emphasizing more positive things, positive relationships amongst us, or maybe even planning for, you know, nice activities that kind of pull people in and celebrate our common bonds and the harmony we have, whether it's in the workplace or our home life or other kinds of group settings.
I like that too. So the opportunities or challenges you might face this season, Pisces season.
And it's the reversed 10 of Wands. You may have a big opportunity to release burdens, obligations, things that obstruct you or weigh you down in this coming month.
I feel it's real interesting seeing that card here. I think the opportunity or challenge is to, you know, find peace and less stress. And, you know,
so it goes along with the second card.
It goes along with both of them, because in a sense, you're standing up for your own self, you know, and maybe your own needs. And maybe, you know, you're being overburdened with too much work right now. You know, a lot of these departments, for example, and in companies too, that are downsizing, they are putting more work on the employees that remain. And so, you know, you may have to stand up and say, no, you know, I think here that's an opportunity and a challenge. The more you stand up for your rights and the more people support you in this, you might be able to ease or feel a little less stress, a little less anxiety, knowing that others have your back as well.
So if this is like a work situation, throw a party for the boss, and then ask him to, you know, help you out with your burdens.
Okay. And finally, how do you use your modality superpower to best advantage this month?
And it's a repeat card. It's the upright Prince of Wands. That's the Knight of Wands.
That's nice.
So I like the fact that we have mostly wands here.
It's definitely business oriented.
Yeah,
it's my feel.
You may have a feeling that it takes place more in your business realms, whether it's actual employment or just, you know, some sort of advocacy projects that you are working on that have an enterprise feel to them. But the Knight of Wands says your superpower helps push you ahead forward, maybe shows you to be a person that has inclinations to strong and good leadership, things like that.
You know, applying steady pressure, being determined to get this right and to stand up for yourself or others, or be with, you know, having others support you in this, you will forge ahead. I mean, I think all of that is part of your superpowers. Being persistent, you know, and keeping at it, you know, not letting up, you will move forward.
So let's do a little recap.
All right, well, it's pretty easy. Go ahead.
It is pretty easy. It feels like things start off more or less, or realizing that your primary goal is kind of putting you in the thick of activity with others, and it's important for you to put yourself in the forefront of it. You may be having to defend things, but more likely you're just fighting for the things that need to be fought for, whether it's an actual physical fight or whether it's just advocacy.
Hi, Sunny.
Hi, Sunny.
Stay down there. Well, I would just say again, you're standing up for some, you know, against something that you feel is unfair or, you know, is treating you badly. You're justifying yourself, your job, your employment maybe, could be at stake. Others are rallying around you and support you, and Maybe this is even bigger than you. Maybe this is affecting a whole department, a team, and so you're all standing together. And I think here that there's a chance here that you can achieve, less stress, less anxiety by doing this. Doing nothing just keeps things as they are, but doing something is going to allow you to move forward and progress. So I think that this is all very positive for the
So we kind of moved all through
fixed
it.
signs. Yeah,
Alrighty then.
that's it.
So finally, we are on our good friends, the Mutables.
The mutable signs.
And Mutables are,
Wait.
famously or not, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces.
Yes, you shuffle first. I'm sorry. So, hey, these guys have a ton of, they're mutable. They're flexible. They go with the flow. They're adaptable. They're versatile. They're highly resourceful. They can change when necessary, and they find it quite easy to do so. They can assume various personas, kind of being like little chameleons out there. They're well liked by others. They enjoy learning, playing fair, diplomacy, sharp, sympathetic. They can see below the surface. They're selfless and quick to help others. Could somebody like that possibly have any negatives?
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
Tries too hard to please everyone. And of course, we know what that's about. But they can be wishy-washy, inconsistent, downright duplicitous. That's kind of moving to the other extreme.
That's true.
And they can stretch themselves to the breaking point. So mutables tend to run the gamut between trying too hard to please people and trying not hard enough to please themselves, perhaps.
Oh, there you go. All right,
First card then.
I'm not ready.
Well, you should be.
Wow. It's sunny. He distracted my shuffling.
It's sunny.
He waited for me to start shuffling and starts coming up to me.
So what are the mutables' primary focus
sunny.
this month? And it's the Four of Wands.
Celebrate, celebrate,
Yeah.
dance to the music.
All right, enough of that.
Only Mr. O can sing. Well, at any rate,
Better than you.
the mutables seem like it's party city this Pisces season. It seems as though, and is Pisces? Yes, Pisces is a mutable sign. So you're all celebrating together, it looks like. It looks like there's a reason to celebrate. Something is going your way, obviously, and you're very happy about it.
Well, a lot of times this card also stands for the idea of solidarity or union or reunion, or the idea of people coming together to do good deeds, building a house together, things like that. There is an emphasis around things that are connected between people, and so that is where maybe this idea of family or home is coming from.
Well, it's possible, too, that you've also really, you can stop now and celebrate the fact that you have really established a solid foundation for something that you're working on, whether it's alone or whether it's together. And this is going to, and it's time to maybe just sit back and take a break and enjoy it.
All right, so how will Mutables' interactions go this month with others? And it's another repeat, only this time it is an upright card. It's Judgment. And that does change the matter completely. When it comes to other people, you may feel, you are being treated fairly, or you feel you wish to treat others fairly. You're also maybe feeling like the idea that things are being discovered and realized that have great bearing on what you are doing, what you can change. You may feel that the people you are working with are enlightening and really receptive to new ideas, or are bursting with new ideas and paradigms of their own.
Right. He's covered a lot of ground there. And I would say, that that's very true. I think also that, unlike what happened when we had the reversal of judgment, I think what it's saying is others will be offering you constructive advice, constructive criticism, not bringing you down, but showing you maybe some areas that need to be tweaked or firmed up a little bit, or maybe where some changes in your strategy or plan or design might improve things. So it's really positive all the way around. I like that card.
All right. Opportunities or challenges in this month?
Hey.
10 of Pentacles upright. Wow.
I know.
And it's almost continuing the theme from the first card, the Four of Wands, only maybe the emphasis is a little bit more about what are the protective aspects or the overall connective aspects that provide union or provide solidarity, support. This is a card of financial things, but it's also a card of feeling secure and safe.
Wow, the Ten of Pentacles is so nice here. The opportunity is to build something that everybody benefits from. I'm thinking here, because we have that Four of Wands, which to me could be the foundation for something that's really supportive of others and makes people feel more safe, secure, and comfortable during these really kind of turbulent times.
Right. Exactly.
I really think this is a nice reading for
mutables are kind of winning, I guess.
Well, all the readings weren't bad. So hopefully we're getting a break from some of the insanity that's
So how about your superpower?
Well, okay. This is so them in a way. It's a Two of Swords upright.
Your superpower is the upright Two of Swords.
So I think here you will use your superpowers to be, flexible and adaptable depending on the circumstances. You're going to sit back. You're going to weigh everything that you're getting. This, for example, that judgment card, the enhancements or constructive dialogue or ideas you're getting from others, and determine, what's the right course of action to take to benefit everybody. You're about playing fair. And when you think about it, that Two of Swords, the swords are balanced there. They're
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. They are balanced, and so I think here that's what you need to do. Make sure you're playing fair. Make sure you're listening to everybody. You're sympathetic to their needs and concerns. You ask questions before you act.
So it almost seems like your superpower is an inverse of some of your natural tendencies, and that's not necessarily a contradiction. It just means sometimes you can also, go to that deeper part and realize that you don't have to please everybody. You can learn how to look at everything and maybe give everybody the best possible solution rather than just pleasing somebody over another.
Now that card often in most interpretations of the card, not all, it shows a person blindfolded, right? And so they're able to shut out all the noise. They might be taking it in, but they're able to not let that, one person over the other influence them. They take it all in and they determine the best course of action for all involved.
Nice.
And so I like this reading. I think it's really wonderful. I think that you're building something. I think that you're trying to pull people together maybe on some project or goal or something of importance. And here the Judgment card is indicating that there will be constructive dialogue and criticism from others that will allow you to consider what changes can improve the final result, that you're hoping to achieve. And the opportunity or challenge is to create something that benefits everybody equally. Everybody feels safe, secure, comfortable with what you're doing. And
so in a sense, your superpower is just sort of an oversight to all of that.
In a sense, right. It's just you really looking over the situation, taking it all in, not allowing biases or anything to interject themselves, and coming up with something that will make everybody happy.
A balanced
approach. Middle ground, right?
A balanced approach.
Is there anything you want to add on those? Or
No, I think you did it pretty well. I don't think there's anything more to say.
Wow. So that's our readings.
That's our readings, everyone.
All these readings really told stories today, and I think very cohesive ones. And I think that, it's either going to do with business, work, or maybe, some of the things that are going on in our more political world.
Yes, it did seem to have a nice feel between what's maybe happening personal lives, as well as maybe a larger collective sense of what's going on.
Didn't see a lot of love and romance here. It's more dealing with the practical issues we're facing today. So, and maybe some of the impractical ones that we're facing today.
Alrighty then.
All right. So that's it for this month. And we will be back. Guess when? Guess when? When it's Aries season. Woo-hoo!
In a mere 28 days or so, we will celebrate the next movement of the sun into Aries.
But meanwhile, happy birthday to our Pisces friends. Enjoy your season. And everybody else enjoy Pisces season. And we'll see you next time.
Don't forget to check out our Unhappy Hour this Friday.
Okay. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.